It's time to rev your engines. The Syracuse Nationals proudly presents the Cavalcade of Cars, March 22nd through 23rd at the New York State Fairgrounds. The two-day indoor car show features all the classics, plus lifted trucks, Jeeps, motorcycles, and more. Cavalcade of Cars, CNY.com.
Interrupt your regularly scheduled program for this special report.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Degenerate into singing a song. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a breaks, boy. Yeah. That's a breaks, little man. Break it down.
All right. Okay. Played my wrong opening because I had a
Tell me what to do.
little OCD attack right before the show because I couldn't find the chair that I liked, and there's 5 in here, so I ended up having to sit in all of them to figure out which one I liked the most, because that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing before your show as your show is about to literally start, is sit in every chair in the room. I am exhausted. I should not be so exhausted from sitting in chairs. All right. Here we are, the Sports Show. Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Hello. I was preempted yesterday, and I was positive, absolutely positive, that your boy was going to be preempted today. But not. Here I am. Dems the brakes. That's not the correct microphone or mouse. So we're here back. And then next week, I'm not sure. We'll find out if I might have Tuesday off because Syracuse, unless they're at 7, in which case my show will not impact Syracuse's first round ACC exit at all. So welcome back. Skip the day. It is not Wednesday. It is a Thursday, and I say hello to all you out there. If you want to, as the kids say, holla at your boy. 315-437-7644. Excellent job by the Newhouse kids that were in here live. Usually they're up on the campus. They were down here live today, so that was an awesome job by them. Real good. So, keep Cody Mack in mind when one of you makes it big somewhere. If you need like a roadie or a lackey or anything. What else we got here today? What are we going to talk about? We got shooty hoops, couple unbelievable games in the last couple days. We'll do some Syracuse stuff as just realized that none of the stuff I wanted loaded, so I'm going to do that real quick and just you guys talk amongst yourselves. What was I saying here? Oh, yeah, shooty hoops games, and then we'll do some Syracuse stuff as all over ESPN Radio today. There's been some interesting chats as the Orange Nation guys talk to John Wildhack and Adrian Autry. I'll have that for you as soon as I, there we go, do this, and then we'll start loading this, and then we'll start loading this. Hello, everyone over there at QSportsTalk.com. That is our Twitch Talk Chat channel, if you will. Bill Coe in here, Jen, La Orange, Matt from Auburn, my mom, Florida guy. Appreciate you guys all hanging out, you bunch of filthy degenerates. Fuzz in here, hello, nice to see you. I mean, you can't find the file. That's a big lie, and you know it's a lie. Well, maybe it's not. Okay. All right, let me close out of this. But yeah, that today, not much else. I think I'll probably try to do a little bit of power ranking stuff if we can here as we get ready to start a Thursday on the Sports Show. Let's go to Mac. Here we go.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to make Paulie look good, but the things are partial loading. I can't do the things I need to do if there's no if the audio that I need doesn't load. But like I was saying here, appreciate you guys hanging out, tuning back in on a Thursday as we've had a kind of an interesting day here on ESPN Radio, like I said, as Orange Nation had John Wildhack, on earlier today to just to discuss some random things. And then after that, they had Coach Red on. So that was pretty cool to see those guys kind of, not play off each other, but answer. Red got to say what he wanted to say after hearing what John Wildhack had to say. So that was cool. We get all the gets here. Jordan gets all the gets. Oh, you know what I also might be able to play for you guys? We had Gary Gate on the morning show on K-Rock this morning. Lacrosse extraordinaire. So maybe I can get you guys some of that as well. But first, let's do some John Wildhack stuff, shall we? Because like I said, he was on Orange Nation today and talking about the hiring and firing, if you will, going into the offseason.
Just to follow up on that, John, will he be asked to make any personnel changes in
Coach
the
Red.
season, whether it's his staff or roster changes, or is that are those decisions completely up to him, or will he be told that he's got to make a change or two?
I've never told the coach that you've got to go take somebody and find two sacrificial lambs. I'm not going to do that. If Adrian wants to make changes, he'll come to me. We'll have that discussion. I think one thing that'll benefit us going forward as we get ready for the portal is having Alex Klein here. Alex didn't have an opportunity last year to really impact this year's team. He got here too late. He's been here now. I think we're much better prepared for the portal from a personnel standpoint.
So, the portal, yeah, that's going to be interesting. What is that? A couple weeks away from the portal. But yeah, I don't think that any moves get made, right? I don't think who could Coach Red, go out there and be like, no, got to get rid of this guy, and not in like he's in no position. But I don't think he's any position to be like, yeah, I need to let this assistant go. You know what I mean? Unless John makes the move and gets rid of a couple people, which I don't think it sounds like he's going to be doing that. So I think we're going to, you poor guys out there that don't like it, I think you're going to be stuck with Coach Red and staff next year, which I kind of like. So as long as they are competitive in this transfer portal. You know what I'm saying? And then Govendo, who though? I would not like a who, but no, I'm just curious because I'm not as informed as everyone else. I would like to know what changes would you guys make for assistants? But yeah, here's John Wildhack talking about staying competitive this offseason.
Well, you don't, right, in terms of the pricing of players, because it's really, there's no collective bargaining agreement, right? So there is, kind of your only cap is a 20.5. Then what you do with the third party, again, is going to depend how competitive you are. And the SEC, I think a lot of their success this year is driven by, right, their NIL and their third party NIL. So they may have an advantage. We've got to compete. And I think we've got to compete from what we do from a revenue share perspective with the athletes, what we do the third party. But I also think relationships still matter. I think playing time is still critically important. So I've always said it's not that we need to be at the top end of this, but we need to be very, very competitive.
Oh, I cut it off myself. Very, very competitive is what John Wildhack was saying. And he's definitely not wrong. You've got to be as competitive as possible, even if it's simple things like, well, we tried to get, so-and-so, or, we reached out, but there's just no way that we could possibly compete with, like a Louisville, or how Kadari Richmond got so much more to go to St. John's and stuff like that. You know what I mean? if you can at least put your name out there and be in the discussions. I only say that because it makes me at least feel better when, like, the Cowboys are in talks. Like, just for a day, they were like, oh, could Myles Garrett maybe go to the Cowboys? And I was like, oh, this is a Twitch chat exclusive. If you're watching at QSportsTalk.com, I was like, oh, Myles Garrett. And I touched my nipples. You know what I mean? Just one day. So if you're competitive, even in the conversation, I don't mind. So hopefully, at the very least, they can be competitive in the transfer portal. I don't know who's out there yet. I only know a couple guys that have been dismissed from teams. I keep leaning towards the badass B.J. Freeman that was let go from Arizona State, who is a baller, but I don't know if he's got the character that Syracuse usually looks for in a player. So we'll find out. And then also we've got, speaking of some Syracuse Orange stuff, Coach Red was on Orange Nation today. They get all the gets. Like I said, Jordan gets them all the gets. And he was on there today, and he got to actually talk about the season so far and why maybe they can't close out games, and responding to Wild Hacks comments earlier. Coach Red on Orange Nation earlier today.
All right, we'll certainly ask you about Virginia and you know what awaits next week at the ACC tournament. I do want to start you with we had your boss on a little bit earlier. We had John Wildhack on. He gave you a vote of confidence and said you're absolutely coming
Jim
back
Boeheim
next year, and that you guys have talked and there's a mutual understanding what the expectations are for next year. I guess, can you speak to number one, getting the vote of confidence from John Wildhack and how you feel going into next year and the expectations that you'll have to meet?
I think, obviously, this is, everyone is disappointed, myself, my staff, obviously I understand the disappointment, and expectations that we had, and they didn't, come to fruition this year. But to be able to, sit down and talk with John and we both understand, moving forward, what we need to do. We both are committed to it. Means a lot. And I think in today's environment, I think you're going to have a little bit of patience when you get in certain situations like this, because this is changing and it's not, it's just a little different. And I think the programs that have a little bit of patience, and obviously you're not lowering your standard, not saying that you don't have to, stress your disappointment. I think, those guys and those programs will win out in the long run. I just do it because I think, the climate that we live in today, everyone is, everything is microwave, everything is fast. And if this is not this is not that, hey, let's, and next thing you know, you're running into, you can never get some continuity going. So I think, that's a big plus. We know, what needs to be done, and everyone is committed, from, John Wildhack on down to me and my staff. And so, we're looking forward and we're going to push forward. We're going to finish this season out and keep fighting like we have been. And we're going to keep that same fight and move on until next year.
See, good to see Coach Red. See, he's it seems like the last couple weeks, I feel like the poor guy's been beaten down. And yes, poor guy, he's losing. He's a good dude. Back off. But he kind of starts interviews where he's like, oh, God, this is awful, and he knows it's awful. But then he gets into his coach speak, talking there about being competitive and staying competitive into next season, and on the offseason, and he's ready to have a good offseason. Which again, from all the numbers that have come out and what the NIL should be for Syracuse, they should be able to grab a couple really good role players for this team. Maybe a star here and there. I don't know. Again, these kids these days shakes the angry fist. They need so much money. But, Coach Red, ready to have a good off season. As, again, he joined Orange Nation earlier today on ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1.
I don't want to harp on next year too much because I know you're getting ready for Virginia. There's still games to be played this year. But, we've asked you about this before, but I feel like we need to ask you again because, there's a lot of chatter about next year at this point. It seems like you and those we've talked to at the university feel like this program is in a better position right now to handle the offseason than maybe it was in the past. Can you just speak to that, I guess, with whenever the season ends, whether it's next week, whenever it is, do you guys feel like you're ready to attack this offseason the way that it needs to be attacked?
Absolutely. I think obviously I made some additions and with the staff this year. I hired in Alex Klein as our general manager. We have personnel to be prepared for this, and again, it's a lot because you have to be prepared for every situation, and I think it's needed. As coaches, we're in the season. We trying to win games, get our guys better, and as soon as the season's over with, within 10 or 12 days, you have to be ready for this portal. And I think hiring and having the right staff and being able to be prepared for that, I feel very confident, moving forward in that situation, in this off season, the portal season, whatever you want to call it.
So, yep, see, they're ready. They're ready to get in the offseason. And, again, they have to attack it, like I said in the Q Sports Talk chat, like a puma. It's got to attack it like a puma. Let's go to the telephones. Ooh, all the way out in Rochester. Jackson in Rochester. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Awesome.
Look, I've been an orange bleeder ever since a guy named Roosevelt Bowie destroyed our high school basketball team one night. But I am all in. I want to be all in with Coach Red. I want to be, but I'm just wondering, can he return a core of what he's got without them walking? Can he recruit the kids knowing the kids talk through the grapevine? Is Syracuse a mess? Is there a problem in the locker room? Does Red have control of the team? This has to be addressed with Wildhack saying, well, we need another year to fix it. Okay, but the hole is in the boat right now. I want to be in it all with Coach Red, but this is not acceptable, and the Dome can't draw 5,000 fans next year, okay?
No, I absolutely agree. Yeah, no, I agree with you with, no, you can't, another year, I mean, if you waste Carmelo Anthony's kid in the top 10, recruiting class, it's going to set you back a long way. So I agree with you there where I don't know if you have a whole nother year. I think the next year is make or break. But, no, I agree. You wonder with stuff like that if it's a problem in the locker room or what. But I wonder that myself, like with these kids, like who's just going to leave because they're kids and they have a friend somewhere else that's saying, yo, man, these girls at Duke, just something, as simple as that. No, absolutely. I agree with you, man.
But I really hope Red is taking time to study the film on his coaching moves. I'm not a D1 coach. I've been playing basketball since I was 6 years old, very competitive. I'm 63. I do not understand some of the personnel calls at times of the game, the situations. I'm just not sold. But I'm not a D1 coach. I can't be. Never going to be. Nobody in Central New York is going to be a better coach than JB or maybe Red, okay? I'm not seeing the strategy and tactic from the sideline.
No, I agree. Like the last game, you got to call a timeout there, I think, with a minute or whatever it was left, stuff like that. Yep. No, Matt, again, hopefully he gets tape on himself.
Why when you're up 13, why are you still heaving it from Salve?
Yeah.
All you need to do is work layups and trade buckets.
Yep, that's been one of my biggest issues with this team with the I call it like the Steph Curry effect where I got to hook threes. Yeah, if you're draining all of them, go ahead. But the second you are cold in any way, knock it off. Layup time.
I will take layups all day before I start heaving threes. I will shoot 85% from 8 feet and in all night long before I chuck up a three.
No, I agree. I like that. That's a good take, bro. Appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
All right, man. Have a good one. Appreciate you. That was good. No, I agree. It's all those things that I worry about that too. That who at the end of this year just, you know what I mean? They're at the end of the day, they're still kids and you know what I mean? You want them to stay, but do they get that little call somewhere else where somebody like a Jair Davis gets a random call from Michigan State or something and they go, hey, there's $3 million. Want to be a role player and make $3 million or stuff like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. I don't know. All I know is that $3 million, that's all they get to do what they do. They must not have the Cody Mack contract. JK. As hard as I can. We'll be back. Do some more Shooty Hoops Sports Show. Cody Mack, ESPN Radio, 97.7, 100.1.
Syracuse basketball head coach.
Right? A reasonable Roll caller. It's all of us. Oh, jeez. It's all us old folk. Oh my God. Excuse me. I'm a monster. The Cody Mack, you got the Cody Mack contract, bro? Come on. These kids. Oh. Guys, this is a precursor for the whole year. The Minnesota Twins are beating the Yankees 8-0. It's over. Yankee fans, burn it down. That's it. Better luck next season. Although the Yankees, first and third, 2 out. Cavalcade to your face. Oh, Yankees getting a run on the board. That's it. Yankees are coming back. Minnesota Twins, better luck next year. Syracuse, already with a cracked rib. Although Drake Baldwin, our young upstart catcher, I guess has looked really good in spring training so far. So that's good. But already, we had the quietest damn offseason, making me all upset, and then that happens. Although we are still somehow second after the Dodgers to win the World Series as far as betting odds go. Vegas always knows something that we don't. Uh-oh. Yankees. No. Oh, the Twins get out of the inning. No. There you go. I like your hat, bud. Not really, no, but I was going to say, you got it. I like it, though.
This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Sucker love is heaven sent you. Pucker up our passion spent. My heart's its heart, your body's rent. My body
What are you doing? What are you guys doing up there? We're back. The Sports Show. Cody Mack, ESPN Radio, 97.7, 100.1. Hey, where'd my TV go? I need my Yankees preseason or spring training baseball. Oh, my God. I'm just kidding. Hi, guys. We're here. 315-437-7644. If there is anything that you want to talk about, I will talk about that with you. I don't mind. Anything. Well, maybe anything. I will give your kids the birds and the bees talk if they want. I don't mind that. If you feel like it. Put them on. Put your kids on. I'll tell them all about it. Huh? No? You would not prefer that? Okay, we won't do that. QSportsTalk.com. That is our Twitch channel. If you just type in on the internet, just go to Google, QSportsTalk.com. I bet it pops right up. Or you just do twitch.tv/QSportsTalk. I think that also works probably pretty well if you like doing that there, man. As we move on, on a Thursday, oh my goodness, we're here broadcasting live from the Harding Mazzotti studio on a Thursday. And speaking of Twitch a second ago, don't forget that tonight is another Twitch show with me if you're feeling frisky. It's the most dangerous show on the radio where I basically I do a demolition derby, but all of the competitors driving the other cars are sharks. Yeah, it's pretty wild. And they all have ninja throwing stars to throw at me outside of the demolition derby cars. So that's basically what Cocoa Puffs is. If you want to tune in tonight, 8 o'clock on the K-Rock Twitch channel. If that sounds like I was high when I made it up, well, that's the show. So there you go. Let's talk just a couple minutes here. Jeez. I didn't realize the time here. I guess we're only a couple minutes before we'll take a break, and then we'll do other sports stuff as well with the shooty hoops. I guess let's just do some recapping from the last couple days, and then find out what happened yesterday in one of the best games I think of the year so far. Last night, past my bedtime almost, if you will, but a couple days ago I wasn't here. Well, yesterday, but so I didn't get to talk to you about Tuesday night stuff. But Tuesday night, there were some really good games in the top 25. I feel like almost every top 25 game had its moments, starting with the biggest moment from Tuesday night in the shooty hoop world with Texas A&M, man, that SEC getting an 83-72 victory over Auburn. And Auburn didn't look that great, to be honest with you. It's only their third loss, but it might knock them down a little bit in my power rankings that we're going to do later today until I forget to do it or run out of time. Also, from Tuesday, another upset. An Iowa State team finally getting healthy, but Lipsy, that's how I say my name with a lisp, with 15 wasn't enough. As BYU has looked good at times this year. A little overtime action on Tuesday, 88-85. And then Memphis, anytime that Penny Hardaway can be talked about, we will. They win 75-70. Memphis looking good at different times this year, but I don't know. They're one of those where I'm like, 25-5. What a good record. I'm going to pick them to win 3 different games in the NC, though. They're out in the first round. Okay. All right, gotcha. Arizona. There's my TV. Thank God. Because if I can't pay attention to ESPN's coverage of spring training baseball, 8-1 Yankees, Twins over the Yankees, I don't know what I'm even doing here. Doesn't even make sense. And then another upset. I don't think I finished the first thing I was saying. Arizona over Arizona State. And then another upset in the SEC. Texas beating Mississippi State, which, again, with the SEC this year, man, they are the best conference I've seen in a long time. And I don't think you can call really anything an upset in that one other than, again, from Tuesday, the number 1 team in the nation going down. But last night, we had ourselves a couple games, including what could maybe be, I think, maybe when I raise my voice this high, a game of the year candidate between a couple of rivals down south in the SEC. We'll do it. Come back. We'll be back. Sports Show, Cody Mack. ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. Oh, the Twins getting a double. Getting a double. What up, Susan? Come see why. Oh, I know. We got to find out the time. We got to find the time that happened at the watch party. And then we're going to have to study it. We're going to have to do a deep dive. We're going to have someone's going to have to find the audio, clip it. We'll enhance it. And we'll figure out. Because Jordan said it was a groan. And just a single shooter up in the library in that one window in that building. Where Paulie says it's a fart. And there was a shooter also on the grassy knoll. So, I don't know. All I know is that I am a master of detecting farts. As, again, guys, I have a fart folder inside of my folder here at work that has well over 200 farts. Lady farts, dude farts, my farts, your farts. So, I think you're looking at the right guy to judge it. In which case, now you got to lean right into that gimmick. You're going to have Orange Nation with Paulie Sibilia and Stephen Fonte, and out at the desk, Stephen Farty. Farts are funny. Susan, I had an old sales lady that used to work here, a girl that I challenged her to do that, and she did. And she would send farts, and I said, just so you know, I'm adding these to the fart folder. And I did. So, everybody gets farts. Farts are funny. And she's also the one that used to cut my hair. The reason I haven't had a haircut in 6 months. So, I appreciate to link back up with her. Boy needs a haircut. You come get your boy. I'm talking farts, bro. I think I'm going to get pizza for dinner tomorrow. So what's for dinner tonight? I'm not going to eat the turkey. Turkey, I think, I got sick last night. I don't eat my turkey, though. So what's for dinner? Cheeseburger? Uh-oh. We got... Oh, it's got... Oh, he's got the time down. Okay. All right. That's the time for the video there. Hurry up. You only got 10 seconds. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, better. You ready for a real ride? Better. Me and Prof, we on the loose. Better. It's an all-nighter. Go pack a lunch. Yeah. If you tryna party, then we got a Concord. All them lames over there, they're done for. Turn into a freak, Nick.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Drop it down, get up, spread them out, back it up, run them out, throw it up, go to work, pack a lunch, 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 pack a lunch.
Hello.
4 or 5 housewives.
What are you guys doing over there? We're hanging out here, Sports Show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio, 97.7, 100.1. If you want to call, feel free. Use the telephone. It's not hard. 315-437-7644. We're over here at QSportsTalk.com, our Twitch channel. And this could all be big thanks to DVOffers.com, powered by Drivers Village and Cicero. The fact that we are over here with the ability to talk Fartgate, which I don't know if you're familiar with yet, around the area here in Cuse Nation and ESPN Radio. We're talking dinner time. Apparently it's snowing in Liverpool. Screw that. Come on. Panera, you know what? Panera, Q Sports Talk. Panera has low-key some of the best breakfast sandwiches in the town. So if you're looking for a breakfast sandwich, feel free to hop on up over there. As we're here on a Thursday, it does say light snow. Hold on, I'm going to look out the window. Hold on. Oh, son of a bitch! Oh, come on! Oh. Well, that's garbage. Really, man? All right, well, nothing we could do. It's okay. It's all work and no play. Makes Cody a dull boy. I think it's the same thing with the snow, but that's okay. We'll get over it, I guess. As a couple teams going to have to get over some big old losses last night as we move back into the world of shooty hoops. As last night, some of the best games I've seen in quite some time, man, and the list of them is extensive. All the way to just random Notre Dame going past Stanford randomly in a pretty good game that ended up not being later a buzzer beater, but it was really good. It was 56-54. What else did you have? Oh, I also saw that, where is it in here? Lemoyne, their first year in D1, they got knocked out of their tournament. Saw that. Where was that? 86-67. So, good job for Lemoyne. Oh, well, whatever. Dolphins can't really play basketball because they don't freaking have hands. How are their flippers going to shoot the ball? That's stupid. And then what else was there that I saw from last night that was really good until we get to the two best games that I did see? Possibly of games of the year candidates last night, but also around the league. A Clemson team, man, last night. Clemson whooping Boston College. Not that Boston College is any big thing, even when they dropped to 69, Boston College. Clemson, 25-5, rapidly flying up the standings here as you move almost to the end. Was it like one game left, really, for just about anybody, I would say? And then also, two teams that you're going to get yourself familiar with because I imagine one of them being the last games that we see for the tournament in the next, or the conference tournaments the next couple weeks, as the Big Ten had a 13-ranked Maryland and 17-ranked Michigan, and that's usually the last game, and then we watch the end of that championship game, and then we watch the selection show. So familiarize yourself with Rodney Rice as he's hitting late threes to put Maryland up, and then they'd go on to, I kind of think, upset a Michigan team, even though the rankings were just a little skewed. Rodney Rice, boil one up.
Around the clean screen, hits the three. The team and a player is a prolific three-point shooter. You cannot go under the screen. Too much room for Rodney Rice, and he drills that three from the top.
Rodney Rice put a little salt on it. Huh? See what I did there? Also upset, Missouri going down to Oklahoma. Again, another unreal SEC team. Teams. 96-84. These guys also score a butt ton of points. Anybody that plays an SEC team in the tournament, get ready to have to drop, as the kids say, an ass ton of points. Because, man, you're going to have to score. You also had like I was saying before, two of the best games I've seen almost all year as an Alabama team goes up against Florida. And this is all in the second half, even though the first half was pretty good. The second half, these guys decided to basically drop about 20 points each more than they did in the first half, as ultimately I think an Alabama team might go down. But this is all second half stuff where Florida, listen to the amount of alley-oop dunks Condon for Florida gets. He ends up with 27 and 10. There's about 6 alley-oops in this thing for him. They're going to be tough to beat if all you got to do is lob it up and dunk it. And don't forget, they also got that redshirt guy on the bench, Oliver something, that's like 7'9". Unreal here.
Nelson turns it over. Florida looking to get out and run. Condon, a slam. 5 quick points for Alex Condon. Sears splits the double, and the corner three not there.
Corner three.
Racing down court is Richard. Great look ahead. Richard with the slam. 5 quick Florida points to tie it up. Clayton up to 16 points now, matching Sears, who has not scored in the second half. Through 6.5 minutes, Clayton weaving through traffic. And what a move. Counted and a foul. That was gorgeous by Walter Clayton, again putting on the brakes. Loose ball, and out of there with it is Clayton.
Another loose ball that Florida comes up with.
Oh, what a pass by Clayton to a soaring Condon.
There's
With
another.
A slam in transition.
There's another.
Alabama's had some shots at the rim. They just have to complete these plays.
Clayton, another lob and another one-handed jam for Condon. Boy, Alex
There's
Condon
another.
having a tremendous game. And remember how good he was in the win at Auburn. He's been even better tonight.
And again, that is all in the second half. What's that, like 3 or 4 alley-oops for Condon? For Alabama here, as we continue on, Sears, this dude's going to be a pro in the losing effort. 30-6 for Marcus Sears from Alabama in his last game on his home court.
Clayton turns the corner. Another tremendous lob to Condon for the slam.
So they're getting it to multiple sides of the floor.
To the missed free throw by Nelson, and Sears pays it off in his final home game on senior night with a 3. But how about Elijah Martin getting to the cup again with a vicious jam? 6-point game. Got to hoist a 3 quickly. Instead, Sears drives. Surprised that Florida even challenged that. Layup is good. They got to foul quickly. 3.4 left.
And that's really about it.
Sears missed the 3. His final shot of his final game here at Coleman Coliseum ends in defeat.
And I still think that Alabama, even though in a losing effort, is going to be one of the tougher teams as we get going here into the madness of March. I can't wait and giddy. Are they? Left one is, right one's not. That's weird. And then last night, what may have been the game of the year up till now, until I go back and, oh, there was this one. This one was much better. Tennessee and Ole Miss going at it last night, and this one was awesome, man. You had a couple guys from Ole Miss, Brakefield getting 19. Let's see, where was the other little stat that I saw there? You had a couple guys also on their bench having 13 apiece, and when you have guys having 13 apiece that are, coming off your bench and starting and stuff, you're going to have yourselves a good game here. Tennessee, the usual suspects for Tennessee having big games. Ziegler's going to end up as an NBA player, I would have to venture a guess, but has not the best scoring game. 8 points, 15 assists, though, so he did help out in that matter as these guys went back and forth the entire game. First half, Tennessee gets the best of Ole Miss, as you're going to hear here in the first
Murray and Padua have been able to play really well together. Ziegler out a little aggressive. Padua's got numbers 3 on 1, leaves it. Dia! Transferring from North Florida, sort of filling that Dalton Connect role. I know that's pretty big praise. That guy was unbelievable and continues to be so. Dia, set shot 3. Working on Gainey. Shot clock at 3. What are you going to do? Just pat him on
couple back-to-back threes.
Could have taken the 3, chose not to. Ziegler gets inside. He got body check, no call. Milicic finds it in there. Dubar has it again. Lanier pointed out the open man, and Gainey ranked it.
And there's the first half where Tennessee actually is up in the first half here, 41-36. But the second half, going to be a little bit of a different story here, but not by much. As again, Tennessee Ole Miss last night, a phenomenal game from the, again, broken record, a couple of SEC opponents. Second half.
Rayfield guarding Ziegler. He just returned to action for Chris Beard. Akpara working on Dia and a chance for a three-point play. Ziegler with his 11th assist of the night. He almost got a steal. Breakfield. Milicic threw it right at Meshak's feet. He saved it, but not for long. Davis, Murray, Strong, plays it in. Tied. Brilliant execution.
Just like that, tied up.
Right, both teams, no good there. Lanier keeps it alive. Ziegler has it back to Milicic for three. He's hit, and it's good. A chance to tie the game. Shot clock at 5. Morrell, Padula for three. It will not roll in. The tip goes up. Breakfield has it, and Ole Miss has the lead. They switched.
Just like that, Ole Miss has got the lead.
Milicic has it. Milicic got it away from Breakfield, and it would not go. And Ole Miss hangs on to win by 2.
And Ole Miss with a huge upset. They were going to be in the tournament anyway, but you want to get yourself a nice quad 1 win and solidify absolutely 100% getting a better seed. That'll do it as Ole Miss at home taking down Tennessee 78-76. I like that the guys from Ole Miss were smart here because, again, in the SEC, you storm the court when you ain't supposed to. You get a $500,000 fine. So after this, the guys from Ole Miss making sure that the guys from Tennessee get off the court before telling the fans to get their fannies out on the court.
Jamin Breakfield.
Oh, here's the end of the game. Oh, no.
Should.
Not the end.
And
the celebration.
Now they can come.
There
Tennessee's off the floor, and here they come. Trying to save that money for NIL, and the Ole Miss players are soaking this up, and why not?
What a job Chris Beard has done in a short amount of time at Oxford. He told us early, I know we're not anyone's favorite to possibly make a Final Four run, but it is possible.
Absolutely, Ole Miss. Absolutely possible for them to make it deep in this tournament. They got a good team and a good coach in Ole Miss that a lot of you guys in the surrounding area of Syracuse clamor for on the reg. Chris Beard after the game.
Yeah, last home game of the season in the Pavilion, and just reflecting quickly, last 2 seasons have been special, what we're building. Got to have the biggest increase in attendance, both students and overall. If not the best, one of the best in the country. So it never gets old thanking everybody. Students came out tonight. It was a lot of fun having them in the arena, and season ticket holders, big time thank you again for year 2, buying the tickets, showing up in force, and a major improvement this year, filling the seats every single night. So thank you. Just happy for the guys. We got a lot of basketball left, so this wasn't like an emotional day of senior day. We didn't really say much about it. I had a quick moment with each of our 9 seniors before the game, but those things will be said later on. As a coach, you strive for those. You try to create adversity in the summer and practice in preseason. You want that. That's the team bonding you need, and you find out who's with you and not. But for it to come in March, our relationship, that tough things can be said, and then you bounce back, you align.
And they did. Ole Miss looking real good. So again, taking down the Tennessee team, and right there, though, I think you know what I'm about to say. As Ole Miss edges Tennessee for the sexy score of the day, 78-76. Come back, power rankings, and then we're getting the frick out of here. Sports Show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio, 97.7 and 100.1. What's snowing out there? What are you doing? Stop it. All right, stop. Never mind. Kind of stopped. Frickin' snowing out there. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the fart thing. Show me which one it is, and then I can, then once you find it, I can, if you want to clip it, I can clip it, and then we can talk about it tomorrow a bunch. Be right back.
Hey, look at me. I'm the captain now.
Captain Phillips, great movie.
I am the captain now. You can. Here's the fart. All right, let me turn it up here.
I try to avoid it when I can, personally. Look at that cute Jack Russell. Not as cute as mine.
Oh, that's a fart! Oh, that's a fart! Oh, wait a minute, though, because now I just made that noise. You made it again.
It sounded like a fart. It actually did. It sounded like a fart. Hey! Could you go to some family run into
Oh, no, I'm with you now. Now that you made it that second time, Jordan. So now I'm with you. But let me play it back here. Because it definitely. Hold on, wait. Let me load this real quick here. Hold on, one sec. Did I open one still? Oh no, I didn't have that open. That's good enough.
Sitting here thinking, I'm like, do I want to preview a game that is just a nightmare of a matchup for Syracuse against, Syracuse can't.
Oh, it was that was making the sound. Oh my God. I think that's what was ruining their sound.
.com. Name like today, that could be there.
Oh, I didn't record it properly. Ah, you asshole. I suck at my job. It's all right, but now we know where it is. And no, I'm with you, though. Nah, it was your mouth. I thought fart. Is mic 4 on? No? It was coming from another video playing. But now I'm with you. No fart. No fart. I just did John Cena, though. I don't want to put John Cena. I did that one. Yeah, team no fart, bro. Sorry.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
For another night in a row, this is becoming too routine for me.
Hey, what are you doing there? I didn't even see you there. We're here live, wrapping up the Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. As per usual, I'm gonna do my power rankings tomorrow. I lied about something I was gonna do. What a shock! Not enough time. I don't want to rush through stuff. That's crazy talk. What we can do is try to get that sound for tomorrow. As we were talking Fartgate here. If you haven't heard of whether or not Jordan farted during the watch party, and I'm on team no fart. Sounded 110% like a fart first time we heard it, but then he made the same noise, and it was from his mouth, and it wasn't. It was the same volume. So sorry, team no fart. Although that was a real good face mouth fart. It came from like your gutturals. So that was good, Jordan. You can do a good mouth fart. So if anybody needs good mouth farts, you call Jordan out there, 315-437-7644, and he'll hook you up. You can also call that number if you want to get on board with a 315 with Brian Higgins. He's up next. You can yell at him about all the Syracuse things, although I had a nice, reasonable caller today. It was good for me. It was nice. What's on tonight? There's a bunch of random tournaments going on right now. If you feel like watching shooty hoops, just find it somewhere. But then you got, what do we got here? Got anything good tonight, man? I printed out all of Division I schedule instead of top 25. Michigan State plays tonight. What else we got here? Many other games. All right, we'll hear from sports people tomorrow. We'll talk sports, we'll do sports, and we'll have a good time. We'll see you tomorrow on the Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1.